If you missed my stream before, I am still playing with the Greasefang Parhelion combo in Historic. So in case you missed it last time, here's how the combo works. You want to play Greasefang on turn 3. Greasefang says, at the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield and gains haste. So the biggest vehicle you can possibly get in the entire game is Parhelion 2. Parhelion 2 is a 5/5 with crew 4, so it's perfect with Greasefang because Greasefang has 4 power. Parhelion has flying, first strike, vigilance, and when it attacks, it makes 2/2 4/4 angels that are also attacking. So you can do this combo as well in Pioneer. You play Greasefang turn 3. Spend turn 1 or 2 discarding Parhelion, getting it into the graveyard. Turn 3, you're swinging with 5/5 2/4/4. That's 13 damage. Parhelion will return to the hand because of Greasefang's ability, but the angels stick around to swing for 8 more the next turn and dealing 21 damage by turn 4. So what makes this combo extremely good in Historic is the ability to cast Faithless Looting, one of the best graveyard cards ever made. So good that it's actually banned in Modern. And you can also combo it with Can't Stay Away, this really obscure card from Midnight Hunt, which basically reanimates a creature with mana value 3 or less. And this card also has flashback, so ideally, you can go turn 1 Faithless Looting, discarding Greasefang and the Parhelion card. Turn 2, you can play Can't Stay Away, bringing back Greasefang, giving you Greasefang and Parhelion on turn 2. So the rest of the deck is built around making the combo more consistent. We have 4 Stitcher Supplier to fill our graveyard. Ideally, we'll be putting Parhelion in the graveyard, but we can also put Greasefang in the graveyard if we have Can't Stay Away. So one of the things that I like about Can't Stay Away is that it makes the combo really flexible, where you can have Greasefang in your hand or the graveyard in order for the combo to go off. And Can't Stay Away has the added benefit of playing around your opponent's removal spells. If your opponent kills Greasefang on turn 3 when it comes out, you can simply bring it back the next turn. And the flashback makes it that much more consistent. To put Parhelion in the graveyard, we also have 4 Goblin Engineer. So you can go turn 2 Goblin Engineer, put Parhelion in the graveyard, curve it into turn 3 Greasefang. It works out really nicely. Because we have so many graveyard cards, which is Stitcher Supplier, we also have 3 Rites of Oblivion, which can exile any non-land permanent by sacrificing a creature. Ideally, you can sacrifice Supplier itself to get the death trigger, because sometimes it is a bit hard to kill off the Supplier. And Rites of Oblivion is really nice because it allows you to hit main deck graveyard hate cards such as Rest in Peace. There's also 2 Fiend Artisan. Fiend Artisan is one of my last inclusions in the deck, and it allows you to search for Greasefang. Right, so you can search for either Greasefang itself to put it directly on the battlefield, or you can search for Goblin Engineer to put Parhelion in the graveyard. So unless you find either of your 2 combo pieces really nicely, and in the event that you can't put your combo together, you can still get really, really big because we have lots of ways to fill our graveyard with Supplier, Faithless Looting, and also Seasoned Pyromancer. Seasoned Pyromancer lets you discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards, and you get an elemental for each card. It's very good in Modern, and it also has a graveyard ability. Finally, there's 4 Thoughtseize to help disrupt our opponent in case they happen to have graveyard hate, or just to make sure the coast is clear for the Greasefang combo. For the lands, we've got typical Mardu lands here, 4-beat Shock. I am leaning more heavily toward black-red because of the 4 Haunted Ridge. White is more of a splash color to enable you to play the support cards here, as well as the Greasefang itself. But what I really like about the deck is Greasefang actually dodges some graveyard hate out there because it dodges Grafdigger's Cage. Because Grafdigger's Cage only stops creatures and Parhelion 2 is a vehicle. But presumably they have graveyard hate game 2 and 3, and if they have too much of it, especially Rest in Peace is the biggest graveyard hate card that we have to worry about. So that brings us to the sideboard here, which is a transformative sideboard. We've got 4 Death Shadow, 4 Danto Vanguard. These cards work really well together. Death Shadow gets bigger the lower life you have, and Vanguard wants to pay as much life as you want to get indestructible. So these cards often come in against Control. Control is the primary deck out there that actually plays Rest in Peace. So it's really the only deck you need to worry about as far as a card that completely shuts off the graveyard. Most other decks are playing Soul-Guide Lantern, but you can actually play around Soul-Guide Lantern because we can just keep on casting more Goblin Engineers and refilling our graveyard. It's not too bad. But against more graveyard hate, we do have Cathar Commando, which has Flash. You can destroy artifact or enchantment. Really handy tool to have. And conveniently, if you look at the sideboard, all the creatures here can be brought back with Can't Stay Away. So game 2 and 3, even if you have graveyard hate, we do keep in the Can't Stay Away. and we hopefully, if we need to cast this card, we can destroy the graveyard hit with Cathar Commando. We also have 3 Unleash Spellbinder. It's very good against control. Game 2 and 3 on the Death Shadow plan, you're basically a aggressive creature deck, and Spellbinder is really nice at slowing down board wipes and things like that, closing out the game very quickly. And also we have 2 Graveyard Trespasser, really good graveyard hit of your own, and it's also quite good against control because it has a ward, discard a card, and I played some games where you drop this against control, they basically have to use the Wrath of God to answer it, otherwise they get 2 for 1. That's pretty much the deck. It's pretty flexible. The sideboard is very flexible, the main deck is very flexible as well, and it's also quite consistent. So I've been playing some games on the historic ladder, currently ranked quite highly. I think I'm around rank 50 right now, and let's see how the deck does. And I have made a lot of changes from the last time I streamed this deck. The Spellbinder was a new inclusion. It really helps the matchups in control, helps you close the game out a lot quicker. And the Trespasser also helps in that regard. Okay, this hand has 3 of the same card and 2 Thoughtseizes. This hand basically does nothing. Since they're a Lurrus deck, they're probably blue-white auras built around Core Spirit Dancer. So we're going to mulligan, trying to find the combo, and we got the combo. So we don't need 2 Engineers, we bottom one of those. And we don't really need anything except for land, so depending on how they respond turn 1, I don't know if I even want to play Supplier. Okay, that's interesting. So that tells me they're probably a Witch's Oven food deck, where they're going to be Jund, they're playing Witch's Oven with Cauldron Familiar. Just to confirm, we'll play Thoughtseize. And yeah, so they've got Cauldron Familiar, no Oven, Corresponding Witch. Bone Shards doesn't really hurt us because A, it's a sorcery. I don't have to take a high die turn because it's graveyard hate, but I think the only card that really matters here is the Bone Shards. I mean, does any card really matter here? Not really. Any of these cards from the Corresponding Witch actually do anything. I guess you could get the Oven this way, so I think I'll take the Witch. So turn 2 we'll go Goblin Engineer, and then turn 3 hopefully we'll hit a land by then. We can drop Greasefang and win the game that turn. Or essentially win the game that turn. It's really hard for the opponent to come back once Parthelion has gotten out and gotten the chance to attack. So unfortunately we did not draw a land, but we can play Goblin Engineer. And put Parthelion straight in the graveyard. And this is one of those random cards in Historic that is just perfect for this deck, because it's a 2-drop, and when I was originally building this deck, what I found was, oh my god, the main deck still got entered. That wasn't there a turn ago. Well, that's okay. We can actually fill the graveyard again. It's not too bad. But that kind of sucks. It's interesting. I could use the Wrath of Oblivion here just to take it out. I think I will do that, actually. Unless... Alright, so what I'm thinking is I could use Engineer again, set up for another Parthelion. There's only 2 left in the deck, so I would lose my second one, and then I only have 1 left of the deck. They'd obviously exile it with the Starlight Lantern. Oh, alternatively, yeah, it's kind of a problem because they are going to play Lurrus eventually, right? And Lurrus could get back to Starlight Lantern. So I think actually I need... man, this is a tough one. I need to preserve my Parthelions, because I only have 2 left. And if I lose one more, and it's going to be really hard to get the last one in the graveyard. So unfortunately, they do get a draw card here, because of, Starlight Lantern as another mode. But it can't be helped. And hopefully, if they add Lurrus to hand this turn, they could keep looping the Soul Rider Lantern, that's the problem. So we do have to kill the Lurrus also when it comes out. On the plus side, they're not really putting much pressure on us, even though we're at 14. We're playing the cat, and that's it, huh? Okay, cool. So they didn't play the Lurrus, which is really good. That means we can go ahead and fill our graveyard now. But it's going to be basically 2 full turns until they can get the Lantern back with the Lurrus. So, we can set up for next turn with this. So next their turn, they have 5 mana counting the goose. But even if they make a land drop here, oh, that was a tap land. Yeah, they could have actually gotten Lurrus back this turn and played it. But they're gonna go with the Hive the Eye Tyrant. That's pretty interesting. I did not think of that. Yeah, that's a problem. Being able to, top deck Soulguide Lanterns turn off right after we thought these, kind of brutal. That's not over just yet. So I think what I want to do now is I need to have Greasefang out on the board, because otherwise each turn they'll just have the Eye Tyrant. Could also go with the Pyromancer. Maybe I'll just go with the Pyromancer. Yeah, let's actually go with the Pyromancer. Just to do something else. The Hive of the Eye Tyrant is a problem. There's only one Parhelion left in the deck. I can't really deal with that with the Rite of Oblivion. So the good news is that they're going to take a long time. They're really dirtily slow deck, so eventually we should be able to get the combo together. But it's going to be a long time until then. And hopefully they don't find any more Soulguide Lanterns. Squirrel, okay. So that's usually their main way to win, is by making a really big Ravenous Squirrel. Okay. And I wonder if they want to add Lurrus to hand now. Hi Chris, how's it going? Just doing a quick short stream while I've got a bit of time. Yeah, I made a few changes. I will showcase those right after this game. So one change I made is adding the 4th Goblin Engineer, just to make the deck more consistent. But the sideboard got changed a lot. And the sideboard is what I'm really happy about now, because it feels really consistent against control. And I've already lost 2 Parhelions because of this stupid Hive the Eye Tyrant. No, I did not cut one, I added one. It was the... Oh my god, they found another Soulguide Lantern. I don't know if I can win. That's the problem. How do I get out of this? I don't keep up with any tournaments or anything like that, so no. Let's see, I feel like... No, I don't keep up with those kind of tournament results. I feel like they kind of have us pinned in here. Shoot. Yeah, that Hive the Eye Tyrant is such a problem. And they have also main deck Soulguide Lantern, which is kind of crazy. I guess I just need to be defensive here. Just go after, just try and stay on it. But they are going to drain us to death. Yeah, the Lurrus is a big problem. They look to be just Golgari. They're not playing red for the Mayhem Devil. Mayhem Devil is cost 3 mana, so you can't really play it with Lurrus. But the deck has plenty of good cards already. Like Ravenous Squirrel is very good in that deck. I don't know why the main deck can Soulguide Lantern though. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, the top end is slower, but Ravenous Squirrel is a really big creature, so yeah, I definitely need my own Trespassers. So I don't want to go with the alternate game plan, that's the question. So go with the alternate game plan. I don't know if I would be able to push through any damage on the ground because of the Cauldron Familiar. On the other hand, they have main deck at least 2 Soulguide Lantern, so that's bad. Man. I think I will stick with this version on the play, because I could go turn with Thoughtseize again. Even the last game I had a turn with Thoughtseize, and they just topped it with this friggin' Lantern. But I think I'll try it again. Don't want Trespasser. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna try it again. I might be able to finagle a board state where I have Greasefang on the board and have Parhelion on the graveyard on my turn after Greasefang's already out. Okay, I will keep 6 out of the Greasefang. Yeah, but the hate pieces are also all sorcery speed. So I can get Greasefang out, and then pull and then get Parhelion in the graveyard. So God Lantern could come out a turn early, I suppose, but at least they're missing the first half if they do that. Need a land. It is a land. It's not red though. I kind of want red. Shoot. Shoot. If I name red with this. Oh no. I think I need a red source really badly. Shoot, I should have named red. Darn. Okay. Only had a red I could play Season Baronizer. But I think... Yes, I'm just gonna try and land Greasefang, and they don't have a ton of regular removal in their deck. So Greasefang could just survive. We got the cat. Do they have the oven? That is dispute. Okay. Yeah, they're turning through their deck. I mean, I could just pull a friggin' Goblin Engineer here, and that'd be pretty good. Another good hit would be Citrus Supplier. That way I could use Can't Stay Away to bring him back. Haven't found any Graveyard hate yet. I just really think it'll be hard to win with Death Shadow. Because Death Shadow can't attack into the Familiar. Or they could just pull off all day. Oh my god, I did it. Look at that. Look at that. Easy money. Alright, I did it. Easy game. And I think... Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, Death Shadow, I mean, Spellbinder would be really good, and so would the Trespasser. The Death Shadow and the Dawn of Vanguard, those are questionable cards. And they don't really work well against all these little 1/1s. But I also don't think I'll be able to get away with the Graveyard plan again. So I'm going to cut those and try the alternate plan, even though I don't think it'll work. Yeah. It's not great. But hopefully they go too all in on the Graveyard hate and don't have enough actual cards. Ooh, this hand's bad. I got 3 dead cards here, and this is also kind of a dead card. And this hand is much better. So I can go turn 1 Thoughtseize. Okay. Hope we take Trail of Crumbs. That'd be like the biggest threat. Okay, they got a Lantern. Darn, if I only still Graveyard deck, I could still do that. But they have 2 Trail of Crumbs? What the hell? Are you kidding me? Actually, you know what I could do? Dang. It's gonna be rough. I think because it's Supplier, I guess, but I don't like them having 2 Trail of Crumbs. You know what? I am actually gonna take a Trail of Crumbs because I think I'm just gonna try and mill with them with Spellbinder. And I want them to waste mana on the Lantern. I want them to like waste a turn, playing that. So this turn they don't get to play a Trail of Crumbs, they have to play the Lantern instead. I just don't think... Yeah. Okay, sweet. So I can take the other Trail of... Okay, I got Mega Rewarded. Can just take the other Trail of Crumbs now. Oh, wait. They drew another one? What the hell? Are you serious? Okay. I'm down to 11, so Death Shadow would be nice, except for the stupid Caution Familiars in the way. And now the stupid Caution Familiars is gonna win the game. I brought this in against, I guess, Parhelion? Question mark? Okay, that's good. That's good. So they haven't played the Trio Crumbs yet, so they're actually gonna get wrecked right here. So I've successfully denied all 3 Trio Crumbs from them. Yeah, the cat is like, yeah, Death Shadow is really bad against the cat. Getting drained for 1 turn isn't too bad. Well, I mean, it's, no matter how big the Death Shadow gets, it can never attack into the cat. And they have 2 of those ovens, so that's a problem. I mean, yeah, I could draw. I do have Graveyard Trespasser in the deck, which wouldn't be able to ever hit the cat, but it could gain me some life. So it's a 5-turn clock, and I've got another one of these next turn. So they're also gaining 2 turn though. So I'm basically, well, they can't Mega Massacre. They only have 2 lands, and they don't even have double black. Okay, now they're double black and 2 lands. The rest I think will be too slow for this game. In fact, here's another Spellbinder. Take that, Lyris. Well, can do the only thing I can do. Scry. Nope. I mean, I guess Spellbinder kind of works well this game because like, they can't cast those cards now. But the stupid cat, ugh. This is where the old version that had Lion Sash in the sideboard would work really nicely. Lion Sash is way better than Graveyard Trespasser here. Not that I even have the Trespasser in my hand, but they could find another oven with this card if they sack it. Oh boy. Well, now just more lands. Okay. Yeah, I think this clock's too slow. Yeah, I guess the Death Shadow plan doesn't really work here because like they just have too many blockers. And Familiar is like naturally built to beat creature decks. Like that deck's normally good against just regular creature decks like this one. That doesn't actually do anything. I guess it does. I don't know. I got a Shadow, but I can't attack. Yeah. So what do you think about the clock? Am I dead this turn? Yeah, I'm gonna die because they could sack it to the squirrel and extra sacrifice out of the cat. And I can't win in my next turn anyways. I'm just gonna concede. Dang. I should have stuck with the Parhelion plan because I can never attack on the ground. Maybe I could have done like a half measure, brought in the Trespasser against them, take out. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Or just a tough matchup for the current sideboard that I have. I guess it's okay. It's got one of the combo pieces, and I didn't. Okay. But the Liberator doesn't actually. Oh god, it's well, all I need to do is take. And then did I pause and Core Spirit Dancer? It's kind of brutal. I could Mega Gamble and take the rune and hope they don't have any draw any auras. I'm actually do that. Last game, if I'd taken the Lantern turn 1 with Thoughtseize, I would have won. Probably because the Liberator doesn't actually deal with the Parhelion because Greasefang just gets it back every single turn. That's not really a good answer to the Parhelion. It just buys him a turn, which doesn't really do much. Here I'll just put these things to block. Oh shoot. I've almost got it. I just need a way to discard that. And I took the only aura they have. Man, that's a nice looking light pause over there. So the next turn they could lure us, but then turn after that they need another mana to get back the rune. So I boss it. Oh, I did it! I did it! And who cares about that percent? No. Just gonna create that mana. I did it! Hooray! Dump that. Go to combat. And that deck does not have good interaction for Greasefang. To start with, they don't have any removal for the Greasefang. And I don't think they have Rest in Peace because they have Luris. I'm just gonna stick with the same game plan, I think. Yeah. I also have to be really fast because that deck can go off really quickly. And after this match, I will show my sideboard. Some of the changes that I made there. Okay. Everything we need except for the... but I think it's good enough to keep, even though it's one line hand. Yeah. I might need a Thought Season. Oh, I won't even be... Oh god. No, I need lands. Okay. Do I... what to do? Yeah, I think this coming turn, I'll play these two spells and just pay the S% no cost. They're missing a land drop? Oh, well that was easy. So yeah, I'm gonna looting first, and then decline, but okay, because I need the mana to Thought Season. I didn't get a land, shoot. So I don't need the supplier. Maybe I do. I don't need 2 Right Oblivion, that's for sure. Get rid of that. And then Thought Season. Is that one land? Probably got Graveyard Hate in here? No? No Graveyard Hate. Some auras and a Light Pause. I'll take the Light Pause. The main weakness of that deck is they're really reliant on getting the correct number of creatures and enchantments and auras. So right here, like, who cares if they put Arena Substance on a 1/1? And, gross. I guess I just play Supplier? Don't want to draw them more cards. I'm not going to play Thoughtseize. Also, I might die. Honestly, yeah, they're gonna go on. They're just gonna go on with the Sentinel. So, Luring Aegis. Wow, that's pretty unusual. And they're holding on to the Alcid to give protection. They've also got the 1 mana there. Can't stay away. No! If only I had milled up Greasefang before. I could have an extra Greasefang. Shoot. I fucked up. You know what I could do though? I could Thoughtseize myself to discard one of my own Greasefang, set it for a Greasefang to bring it back next turn. Oh my god, is that what it's come to? Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. Oh god, this is so dumb. Wait, am I dead if I go to 8? If I go to 8, they can do this pro black. Swing for 3, 4, 5. Oh man. I can't do that because they've got a Karametra's Blessing. Oh my god. No, I can't do that, Chris. They can just give it protection with the Karametra's Blessing in hand. I think what I have to do, yeah, I'm gonna these myself, and hopefully they don't see that they can. Yeah, I'm probably just dead. But man, if I had done that, oh man, if I just looting it, yeah, I got one in the graveyard. Darn, darn, darn. And yeah, they got all the glitters, so that should be lethal. Yep. Shoot. If I had just done that. Arg. Well, let's not misplay next time and go to game 3. Now, if I had just looting away, used the Faith of Looting to dump one of the Greasefangs, then drawing Can't Stay Away would have been out there. Even if I pull up our healing, I have 2/4/4 flyers, and if they use all that glitters, and I was at 10 life, and they. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is a good hand. Name red. Need a land. Look for a land. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, sure. Maybe. I don't know. It definitely would have been a different game last game if I'd done that. Yeah, I was play this and hope to top deck a regular land next turn. Season Pyromancer, discard. Oh, Parhelion has a double white. What are you thinking of, Giganta? So if I looting here and I hit a regular land, I could just win because I can use Can't Stay Away to bring back the Parhelion. So I will decline. Yes, I got a land. Awesome. So dump Parhelion, dump this land, I guess. And now I can use Can't Stay Away to bring it right back. Bam. That's so cool with this deck. Being able to bring back Greasefang. And then bam. And then bam. And they're pretty screwed. I guess I could make this have flying and have it big enough to block. But I can get another Parhelion. I don't think they can deal with like another Parhelion attacking. It also doesn't even have flying. So as it is, they're currently dead. I can just double block that. Yeah, sure, why not? Just kill it, right? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I can if I want. I've got double red there, yep. So just use this. Dump an engineer, because I don't need that anymore. And get back Parhelion again. Alright, let's try. Now let me take a look at the sideboard here. So the biggest change is I took out the S% notes because they were just 1/1s, and I put in Elite Spellbinder, which is really good at closing out the game against control. And I also have the 2 Graveyard Trespasser, which I think used to be Lion Sash, maybe. But this card's pretty good too against control. It's got Ward, discard a card, and so does Graveyard Hate. And yeah, I really like the only Spellbinder. I would love to have 4, but I don't know what to cut for a Spellbinder. And the deck works pretty well against control now. So I think I've got time for one more game. One more match. The matches go by pretty quick. Because if you pull the combo on turn 3, you usually just concede right there. Yeah, the Death Shadow is the alternate game plan, so you don't have to use a graveyard in game 2 and 3. Because if your opponent plays Rest in Peace, that's the last card you want against Death Shadow, because it doesn't do anything. And there are other cards I could play instead of the Shadow. This card I will keep because I've got one part of the combo, basically, the Goblin Engineer. There are other 1-drops or other creatures I could play. Is it the same guy? It's the same guy, isn't it? Okay, let's, this is interesting, right? Because I could Looting, but I could also Supplier. I basically just need to find Greasefang. And because it can't stay away, Greasefang can be in the graveyard as well as the battlefield. So I'm actually going to play the Supplier here. Because that way they don't draw a card from the Esper Sentinel. Yeah, I thought about Planeswalkers, but Planeswalkers can't, like, I wanted to play creatures because it can't stay away. Like, the main reason that my entire sideboard is creatures. I thought about the Rotting Regisaur also, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I could try Rotting Regisaur. But there's already a lot of good 3-drops, like Unleash Spellbinder. I'd much rather have Unleash Spellbinder, I think. Anyways. It looks like here... It is quite big. I mean, it's kind of similar to Death Shadow in that regard. I did think about it. I think I like the Shadow better because Shadow also can be used against aggro decks defensively. If they just try and kill you, you can, like against really aggressive decks, I take out these 4 Thoughtseizes and I bring in 4 Death Shadow, and now I have like a defensive game plan against aggro. So here I'm not really sure what to do. I could look for the combo pieces, which actually, why don't I Thoughtseize them to start with and see if no, let's do this first. I think I will pay the mana because I can afford to take it slow. I got a Greasefang, perfect. So if I had been really greedy right here, I could have. Wait, are they mono white? Okay. So I don't need that. I don't need them looting anymore, and I will Thoughtseize them. I could have done Greasefang with Can't Stay Away this turn, but it's okay to wait a turn, I think. Just deny them another card. What do they got here? Nothing that can really hurt me. I guess they have 1 aura in their hand. They have a question allowed to take that. Yeah, there's a slight risk because if I let them draw a card there and I didn't pull the Greasefang, then I would be out of plays. And they would have an extra card. But I just win. Right here. Easy win. And boop. Come on, get him. And and bam. And they're pretty screwed. Looks like they're mono white. No, they're missing blue mana. They're just missing the blue source. It's kind of hard to tell what these new Neon Dynasty lands what color they are, because that kind of looks like a blue card, right? Kind of looks like an island. Anyways, I'll stick with the same plan in game 2 and 3. Really, the only card they could have is Soul Red Lantern. Yeah, I hate that Red Swamp. The Red Swamp from Neon Dynasty looks just like a mountain. It's got so much red on the card. Like, and usually Wizards is really good with printing lands that, even if they don't look like a swamp, but at the very least they have a black color. Like, primarily black color, don't have many of the other colors, or if they do have red, it's very light. But that bright red and that stupid swamp is really annoying. Anyway, this hand looks really bad. Yeah, so we're gonna keep. I mean, not keep. This hand, okay. You know, I might regret this, but I don't take a 3rd mulligan. And I can't imagine a world where I need 2 suppliers. Do I want 2 suppliers? No, I'm gonna actually bottom part Helium because I've got Goblin Engineer already. Yeah, there's just too much red in that mountain, or in that swamp. It's too bright. You have to risk a keep. I don't want to go down to 5. And I do have combo pieces in my hand. I just need to pull some lands. Okay. Hey, I did it! Hooray! Okay, so I can play an engineer. Actually, what I could do is I could mill 6. And if I pull a Parhelion and a Greasefang, I could go off next turn. That's probably better, actually, because I do need to find a Greasefang somehow. Let's mill 6 instead of using the engineer. Darn, failed. I guess I can now reanimate Can't Stay Away. Can't Stay Away the Fiend Artisan to get it back, and then I just need some lands though. They're actually pretty small start over there. They're playing both these. And I will start blocking because A, I have 3 blockers, and B, you never know when they're going to get flying, so instead of block while you can. Okay, they're not doing it. Okay. So yeah, let's look for some lands. And I got the Greasefang, so literally all I need to do is just wait till next turn. Oh, I just Parhelion. Oh, darn, no Parhelion there anymore. That's okay. So mill Greasefang so I can bring it back next turn, and a mill Can't Stay Away because I have an extra of that. So over the course of the next 2 turns, I can win. Hopefully they're not too fast. The main problem card is if they have flying, that's a problem. Otherwise, it's going to take them a long time to get past. Oh, okay. That just removes 1 blocker. Doesn't seem great. And, okay, there's a Lantern. I wonder if they're smart enough to exile the Greasefang. Because in the last game we used this, right? On them, game 1. Yep. On the plus side, I didn't lose a Parhelion. They're offering the double block? Sure, I'll take that. That's strange. Okay. Well, okay, they're just gonna crack it now. It's kind of strange. Why didn't they wait a turn? Now I can just play the engineer. That's 2 Greasefangs gone. There's 2 more left in the deck, yeah? Okay. I'm still in an okay position, because they're not particularly fast. They don't have the most explosive start. I think Light Pause, you have to put it... Yeah, okay. The auras that you get from Light Pause go on to Light Pause. So it's still good, but it's not as good as it could be. How many counters does it have left? 2? I think I will block here because next turn I can not spend a fire if I need to chunk. Okay, so let's place a fire first. Unless one can't stay away. No. Place a fire first. And oh! Wait, do I just win? Yeah, I do win. Because I can get white mana with this. And I finally got the combo. So yeah, even though they had Soulguide Lantern, they had Graveyard Hit. The deck's just so resilient. And just keep on refilling the graveyard. It doesn't take a whole lot to go off. Because ultimately you only need 2 cards here. And there's duplicates of each, and there's multiple ways to get the duplicates into the graveyard. So yeah, even though they had that, I should be fine. It's a little annoying. But these 5 should be enough to win, assuming they don't have lifelink here. I guess I could get lifelink right now with the Light Pause, but the aura goes on to Light Pause. It's not the best thing to be putting auras on. Okay, so they got the lifelink. Yeah, that makes sense. But then we only need the lifelink on the core Spirit Dancer. I'm seeing this Healing Lights Punishment will come off. Okay. You want to play the lantern again? Okay. Alright. Well, they have to attack with the light pulse. They need to gain life. Yeah, so what I can do, I can just kill both of those. That's a 3-5, right? Why are they attacking with the 3-5? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Definitely need to block that and kill that, and I might as well double block there and kill that too. Because why not? My angel is supposed to stick around. They go up to 9. Yeah, they have another blocker on the ground, so Supplier could not have swung for lethal that turn. But they're gonna go back down to 8. Note a bunch of garbage. And I wonder if using Can't Stay Away here would be enough to trigger their Graveyard Hate. I don't know. Maybe. Question is, like, do I want to trigger the Graveyard Hate here? Okay, so they're down to 1. Yeah, make a land draw. I don't know if I want to pull the trigger now. Force them to use the lantern. I guess a 1/1 doesn't really matter that much, so I'll wait. So they need to gain a lot of life this coming turn. They need to give plus, let's see, so basically it's 4 if they attack. They need to gain 5 more. They need to buff this thing by 5. And they don't have all the clears, so it might be difficult. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't do anything actually, it just already has a lifelink. So they need to increase its power by 5. Or they need to find another healing punishment to put on an angel. And I was smart enough to not get rid of this on my turn, otherwise I could have gotten back to healing its punishment. They need more power. They're going to crack out a draw card, okay. With 3 mana left, they need more power. They need to add 3 more power here. Okay, if they have all the glitters, that would be good. Nope, no all the glitters, so it looks like I win. I'll just take the 4 if they come in and swing back. Doesn't really matter to do that. I think I'll just take the 4. Can't imagine. Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, I'll take the 4. Cool. And yeah, I got this. Bam. All right. Cool. So that's the deck. Didn't get to play control, unfortunately. But next time, hopefully, we'll run into some control decks so I can show off the sideboard a bit more. The main deck, I'm really happy with the main deck now. It's really consistent, even in the face of Graveyard Hate, like Sacred Lantern. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.